Honestly, I don't care what anybody says about Ryan Tannehill that's negative, because I've said it all before. I've said it all before. There has never been, since the Dan Marino days, there's never been a quarterback that has been more consistent than Ryan Tannehill. Has never been. And like every single week, I preach it every single week. Like, you really can't evaluate Tannehill because of the offensive line not protecting him. Not protecting him. And this is a prime example by this game. A prime example by this game. Like, first play of the drive with the safety. Jason Fox didn't even block. I don't even know who that guy was. Didn't even block him. Like, what is Tannehill supposed to do? Literally, what is Tannehill supposed to do? Like, he's just catching the ball from the center, and he is getting hit as soon as he catches the ball. Like, he ain't Superman. Literally is not Superman. And on top of all that, like, as many times as I said that Dallas Thomas should have his draft status revoked, his NFL contract should be taken away because he is useless. Like, literally, I don't even know who the defensive tackle was that pushed him down for the Indianapolis Colts. Literally just manhandled him. I told myself I was going to try to watch my language. Made him look like a little bitch and pushed him down on his ass and literally got to Tannehill. And, of course, they got 5 sacks on us today, but those are the 3 main ones I really was looking at. And, of course, the last play of the game, 4th and goal, Ryan Tannehill, game-winning drive. Excellent drive, by the way. Game-winning drive. Jamil Douglas snaps the fucking ball early. And nobody, and like, I don't know if it was a snap count issue, and Jamil Douglas may have snapped it a little bit too early, but the offensive line was not fucking blocking. It was not fucking blocking. And there you go. All that hard work on that drive. All that hard work, starting off at the 20-yard line, going all the way down inside the 5, just to end the game over a blown play. On a blown play. And as a Miami Dolphins fan, that is terrible. That is ridiculous. Words cannot describe that last play. It cannot, like, literally, like, I just feel like the game is not over. It's not over because that was just terrible. That was terrible by the offensive line. Terrible. But like I said, like, I don't care what anybody says about Ryan Tannehill. Negatively, they may say, "Oh, Tannehill can't make reads. He's not accurate. He can't line shift, all this other mess." But come on now. If you look at this offensive line for the Miami Dolphins, since Tannehill has been in the league, has been sacked over 150 times. More than 150 times. And one thing in the NFL that you do not see consistent enough is the fact that the quarterback cannot stay healthy when they're getting hit that many times. And Tannehill has done that since he's came into this league. He has done that. He has not missed not one start. And we're just talking about sacks. I could basically guarantee you that Ryan Tannehill gets hit basically every single time that he drops back for a pass, which I would say about 85% of the time. Every time he drops back for a pass, he's either getting hit or getting sacked because his offensive line cannot protect him. They cannot protect him. But what do you know? We end up losing to Charlie Whitehurst. And if I remember correctly, back in 2009 when Charlie, like, I don't understand what was so special about Charlie Whitehurst back in 2009. Like, I remember this like it was yesterday because he was about to hit free agency and everybody and their mama wanted Charlie Whitehurst for some reason. And he was an unproven quarterback. He was literally an unproven quarterback. He don't seem like shit to me looking at him this game, but he was an unproven quarterback. Like, everybody wanted, including Miami. I remember including Miami wanted Charlie Whitehurst. And he was an unproven quarterback, and he ended up going to Seattle. But like I said, man, the final thought, season final thought, like I said before, get rid of the whole offensive line. The whole offensive line. Like, they are terrible. I've seen enough. And Dallas Thomas, Jason Fox, they better not be on the squad next year. They better not be on the squad because they played like, they played like they was in Pee Wee football. They was playing like they was in Pee Wee football. Now, I know it's unfortunate that Ryan Tannehill threw an interception, but honestly, like I said, Vontae Davis is my favorite corner in the NFL, and I felt like the Miami Dolphins organization did him dirty. Number one, trading him for a third-round pick. Number two, doing it on an HBO for everybody to see it. They did him dirty. So I was actually happy that he got his revenge interception against the Miami Dolphins. It's not too bad. It's too bad that it was Ryan Tannehill because I like Ryan Tannehill. I like Ryan Tannehill until he proves that he can't get the job done. Until he proves that to me, I'm going to like Ryan Tannehill. What can I say about Frank Gore? Frank Gore, probably the most patient runner that I have ever seen at the running back position. Like, the most patient runner. And people don't give him enough credit. Like, right, basically just waits. Like, I swear he just like stands still when he's just dancing and dancing looking for that hole. He just waits. And I like Frank Gore as a running back. Now, basically looking at this whole season, the whole reason why we haven't been able to sustain drives, get the team in field goal range, and even for touchdowns, is the fact that, number one, we usually end up the first play on 1st and 10. 1st and 10 usually is the play that usually just screws up the whole drive. When either Tannehill gets sacked, we either get called for a holding penalty, or we run the ball and we end up getting stopped in the backfield. That's just how it is. And once you get in those second down and longs and in third down and longs, it makes it extremely hard for you to basically form a drive. It makes it extremely difficult to form a drive. Now, if we think about the second drive into the third quarter for the Miami Dolphins, that drive was beautiful. That drive was beautiful. No holding penalties. Like, it was okay that we got 2 or 4 yards on the ground each play, but you was getting positive yards. Like, as far as a Miami Dolphins fan, from my perspective, like, as long as you're getting positive yards, that is cool with me. That is extremely cool with me because that makes it, when it comes down to third down, it makes it manageable. You can mix it up. You can run the ball. You can pass the ball, play action pass, screen pass. Doesn't matter. You can mix it up, and it keeps that pass rush under control too. It really keeps that pass rush under control. How about that catch, Odell Beckham Jr.? I know you had to have seen it because you sure didn't play for the Giants this week. So I'm pretty sure you was watching that Jarvis Landry one-handed catch. I'm not going to say that it was better than the Odell Beckham catch from last year because they were basically the corner for the Dallas Cowboys was called for pass interference. Was it called for pass interference on that play? I might be thinking of a different play. But also it was a touchdown. So it's in comparison to it. Beautiful catch. Both of them were beautiful catches. But how about that, Odell Beckham Jr.? Look at Jarvis Landry. Devontae Parker. I liked the way he played today. I really liked the way he played today. Like, I think that he's waking up, and he has a big future ahead of him. Has a big future ahead of him for the Miami Dolphins. And like, it's unfortunate this season that we're not going anywhere with our season, but looking at it later down the road, thinking about it, Jarvis Landry, Devontae Parker on the same team, that is going to be a dynamic duo right there. A serious dynamic duo. Before I let you go, just in case y'all don't know, the Carolina Panthers, they took that loss to the Atlanta Falcons today. Julio Jones had a vicious touchdown catch in that game. But in my honest opinion, I really it wasn't. I really didn't care. The Carolina Panthers went undefeated, and I like Cam Newton as a quarterback. I want him to win the MVP. Or it's a toss up between him and Carson Palmer. It's a toss up between him and Carson Palmer. Fuck Tom Brady. He's won too many MVP awards in my opinion. But it's between him and Carson Palmer for that MVP award. But hey, what can I say? The Carolina Panthers, they exceeded expectation. Like basically came into the year. Carolina didn't have Kelvin Benjamin. Funchess was hurt, and basically you didn't expect anything from Carolina because Cam Newton didn't have no weapons. And Ted Ginn Jr. I don't like him because he was end up being a bust for the Miami Dolphins. He ended up stepping up and being a great wide receiver for them. But leave a comment in the comment box like always. Doesn't matter if it's football related or not. You know what it is. If you enjoy the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Miami Dolphins fans, keep your head up. This is Great One DeVore. I'm up out of here.